Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rashmi Gunras. Today I've just piled a few Starkist books that I've read in 2021 which I've absolutely adored, and I really wanted to recommend you people. If you follow me on IG, you already know that I've already done that there, but I also wanted to do this particular recommendation video on my YouTube channel, so I'm here sitting and blabbering about it because I don't know, it's just been such an obsession of being a YouTuber and talking about books since I started reading. No matter what I do, I just wanted to be a YouTuber of a thing. And yeah, without any further ado, let's just talk about them. Alright, so the first book that I have with me is A Mad Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. This is the first psychological book that I ever touched in my life because I was really cynical about myself of reading psychological books, but I think I did confident what it was in this book. So basically, Viktor E. Frankl has been a prisoner in Auschwitz and Nazi concentration camps. And if you don't know about all these concentration camps of Nazis in Auschwitz, you should have a brief history about them prior to reading these books, because you won't be able to understand what are these all about, So basically he did experimental memoir writing in a very short piece of paper being found in an area, and he introduced a very good very extraordinary method, which is logotherapy, where you understand like to live life the way you want, even if you don't have a hope to live for. So basically, to find a hope to live a better life in your life. The second one is The Big Baby Chunk. It is the Sapiens, a brief history of humankind. It does look huge, but it is not. It's just a very smooth read. It's by Yuval Noah Harari. He's a very smart writer. His catalog of this particular history has been one of my favorites. Being a history student back in time in my 11th and 12th grade, I had my day job was at times, and I really know what the context has been going through, and I did have stories I've already known, but going through in a catalog had been a very good experience. So you should definitely try if you want to know about humankind and their history. Oh, sorry, brief history. Whoa. The third book that I have with me is Deep Work by K. Newport. I've already done a detailed review on this particular book. What I consider or emphasize through this book, it's a calisthenics of a brain. You need to understand how to turn your leisure time into precious time and convert it more productively. I'm just going to sum up there, and do check out the review on my channel and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And that's all. The first book that I have is Siddhartha by Herman Hayes. I mean, his name is very chic, don't you think? And this book is also very chic as it deals with different plots of life, teaching you a very different and intriguing stories of life through the memoir of Siddhartha. I've already done a very detailed review on my channel to check out, and let me know your thoughts. Let's try to laugh like him or like smile like him. It's a Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. In recent times, if you ask me who the author that I absolutely love, then I think this guy. I know he's not a writer, but he is a writer because he has written this book of his own life, of being a monk and how to live a life without being a monk. How to be a monk without being a monk. So you just have to see the regimes that he have said in this book, how monks do live and how we need to implicate the theories that they follow. So if you do consider living your life the way monks does, being very pragmatic, then you should definitely consider reading this book. I'm also going to do a very detailed review on my channel, so be patient. Alright, the sixth book that I have with me is Surely Joachim Mr. Fairman by Richard P. Fairman. It's again a memoir that you never seen Fairman being like this. It's BTS being of Fairman, how he has been of profession, and you would have to know the tales of his life which are not being or unsaid to anyone. So enjoy this book. I've seen a very good review on YouTube, and talking about this book, it's a free of opinions, and you see a very liberated personality of Fairman being Fairman. Enjoy. let's shift our focus to the Russian books, classics. This is my second adored book in classics. I've not finished, being very honest, not even halfway. But I do know the plotting of this book. It's Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. I've heard a lot about it. If I'm not wrong, the Peace in War and Peace is also written by Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy. It's also a Russian classic, and also I've heard a very great deal of reviews for One Piece, and I really want to read that book because I'm actually preparing myself to read that huge chunk and go through the emotion of a holocaust of ride in that book, because it's all about One Piece. You know, you need to go through some characters which are like no one but multitudes, like not in numbers, they are like uncountable. So you know, when you want to be in that particular genre of reading, you should have sort of a memory power to actually remember the characters. So I'm actually preparing myself to be good at memorizing stuff and names. So yeah, this book is all about a woman, Anna. Anna is a free-spirited woman who loves to live the life the way she wants to lead it, and that's it. Because I really don't want to spoil anything. But when I do a detailed review, when I'll actually finish this book, I don't know when. When I'll finish, I'm gonna give you a detailed review for you people. I'm just gonna talk about different plots in a very unspoiled manner. I'm gonna tell you people how it's gonna be. So stay tuned for that. Ooh la la, the last but not the least book. No, it's a second last. I'll tell you which is the last one. It's The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I mean, he's such a finest writer that I've seen. He have a modern touch of English, yet it's not modern, but it's classic. I don't know how to actually make you confident about this book. It has, again, a multiple dimensions of plots in this book. You see a young man who is Dorian, who is the protagonist of the story, turning from being a very gentle, generous man to being a demon or a devil man in the culmination. You're just gonna see that, and the line that I want to spoil out of this book is this. Let me see. As for being poisoned by a book, there is no such thing as that. Art has no influence upon actions. It annihilates the desire to act. See, this particular line out of this book I absolutely adore, and you know, this perspective of line I already had in my mind, but I didn't know that this author already had and have written in this book. So I don't know, should I take that credits? Again, I don't know. I do think like writers, so I do feel like there's a scope in the future of me being a writer, but that's not the scenario here. Do read Dorian Gray if you want to know about the plots of this book and how this book goes in a very intriguing manner. And the opening of the book is also very fine. It's just dope. Okay, let's just read it. I'll leave it to you. Okay, the last book that I would love to recommend you is Jane Eyre by Charlie Bronte. I've also read a poem in my academics of her. She's very chic writer. I don't have to tell about her because she's been a renowned writer back in times in 18th century, and I think she doesn't need any introduction, and the book doesn't really need any introduction. So that was all the book recommendation I really wanted to do today. And if you liked it, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and do hit the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified. Until next time, I'm Rashmi, gonna sign off. Sayonara. Bye people.